What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and it is time to test the hash rates of the dual EPYC 7742 on Randomx. If you are unfamiliar with the Randomx algorithm, it is CPU dominated as it does keep ASICs as well as FPGAs at bay. GPUs can mine it, but they are absolutely horrible at it. The current most popular coins that do utilize Randomx is Monero, Zephyr, Dagger, Yatacoin, and Epic Cash, among a few others. We are also well aware that the Bitmain X5 is releasing for Randomx, but there also sounds like there's a Randomx V2 variant that's supposed to actually make the X5 a little less efficient and boost the hash rate of the CPU so it doesn't look like it's such a dominant force. Again, we're gonna have to wait and see what coins actually adopt this version 2 algorithm. But for now, let's check out Randomx on the dual EPYCs. So as you can see, I do have a big fan here. It's on very low. It's only like setting 3 or 4, I believe, using about 35 watts. It's pointing at the VRAM right here, the VRMs, the wormers, the VRMs right here in the middle for the CPUs, because this thing gets very, very hot and I got to figure out a different situation to keep that cool. So I got that going on here. The power we're going to see at the wall while mining is coming straight out of the rig only. It doesn't have that included into it, so we might do some numbers on that, adding that in, because technically we do need that or this thing will overheat in 2 seconds. But the Randomx algorithm, it is one of the only algorithms that definitely loves its RAM. Now most of the other ones out there, we only need a single stick per CPU, which it should save up quite a bit of power. But in this case, we're using 16 sticks. Now when I say 8 sticks, 4 sticks, 1 stick, I'm going to be referring to each CPU. So when I say 8 sticks of RAM, that means fully loaded, 16 sticks total, and 8 per CPU. So we're going based on CPU here. Judging by the previous EPYC and all my 3900 tests and everything, Randomx loves its RAM. The EPYC single 7742 did do the best with all RAM slots situated. So we're going to try it with 8 sticks, 4 sticks, and 1 stick just to see how this does prevail, but I'm assuming all the sticks will be our most efficient and highest hash rate numbers. Okay, so here we are in Hive OS with 16 sticks of RAM. That is 8 sticks per CPU, and that is a lot of threads right there. That's about 256 threads. That is absolutely insane. Look at all those threads. It's just crazy to see. Regardless, here's our hash rate. We're at 94.73 kilohash. Now at the wall, we are using about 720 watts. Now there's also 2 modes for this in the BIOS, performance mode and power mode. Power mode actually would give more hash rate, but use quite a bit more power, as well as probably heat up our VRMs very, very fast and overheat. I will try that later on, but first I want to see, what is the best and most efficient way to run this. So right now, again, we are in performance mode, 94.73 kilohash, 720 watts, 16 sticks of RAM. Okay, so now we are running 4 sticks. So we're still running about 8 sticks total, but 4 sticks in each CPU. Let's kind of run through the DIMM slots here if you're not sure, how these run out and everything. So before we were in full 16 sticks, 8 each. I think we were running in 8 channel memory. Now we should be in quad channel memory. And here is slot 1. So it goes slot 1, 2, 3, 4, or I guess A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and then on the other side is kind of swapped backwards where A starts over here. So this is CPU 1, CPU 2. So now we actually go to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So they're kind of swapped, like they were turned around on each side, and CPU 1 is the side with all the ports and everything here, and CPU 2 is on the back side. So right now, here we are, 4 channels on each. Let's check our hash rates. Okay, so here we are with 4 sticks of RAM, 8 sticks total, 4 in each CPU. We're at 88 kilohash. Now our power at the wall is bouncing around from about 663 upwards to 668 watts. Now moving on to 2 sticks of RAM. So we're only utilizing slots C and D in each of these CPUs. So we have 4 sticks total, 2 per CPU. You can see the 2 right here, split around to the opposite side, 2 right here. Everything else is not allocated. So 2 sticks of RAM per CPU, dual channel. Let's see how we go. Here we are with 2 sticks of RAM in each CPU. Our hash rate is looking like about 54.36 kilohash. At the wall, we are using about 552 to to 556 watts. Here we go, guys. Now we are running a single stick of RAM in both CPUs. So we're running single channel at this point. This will probably be our worst setting for Randomx, but again, we won't know till we see some numbers. Okay, so here we are, one stick of RAM in each CPU, and things are not looking very good. About 14.32 kilohash. At the wall, we're about 413 to 414 watts. All right, so earlier I did mention the power mode, which increases hash rate, but my VRAM here, or the VRMs, is gonna get very warm. So we're done testing everything. We're back with 8 sticks of RAM. I did put it into power mode, and I turned up this fan here to about 50%. And hopefully we'll be able to see some hash rates before this overheats, but we'll see what it looks like. So now we're testing 8 sticks in power mode. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are, 8 sticks of RAM, 16 total, and power mode engaged, and we can see 96.28 kilohash at the wall. We are using about 735 watts. All right, so here we are with the final results. You guys probably fast forwarded to the end just to get to this. I don't know. Let me know down below if that's something you did. If you really want to help out the channel, you know, rewind it, put it on repeat, watch it at half speed, and then go somewhere for the day and just let it play out. That'd greatly help. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But let me know down below if you just fast forward to this part or if you actually watched the video to see what everything did. Regardless, here we are. We have 8 sticks in power mode, 96.28 kilohash. I have this in yellow. That is 130.99 of a hash to watt ratio. So if you have cheap power, some crank it up as long as you go on your cooling. Now remember, these power was for the system only. You do have to calculate a little bit of extra power here coming in for your VRM cooling, depending how you're going to cool that. I'm still working on the best option and obviously the most efficient option to keep these cool. Now in order to do that, this would probably not be an option using power mode because you're going to need a lot more cooling on those VRMs, or a better motherboard or something would probably help it out. 8 sticks of RAM here. We do have a hash to watt ratio of 131.56. Looks like the most efficient setting here was the 4 sticks. 4 sticks on each CPU, so that means 8 sticks total, was 131.73 of a hash to watt ratio, but it's, you know, it's pretty much on par with the 8 sticks here per CPU. So I'm going to continue running this one. It's very close, and as you can see, there's a little over a 6 kilohash difference, which means that's about a half of 3900X. So you're getting quite a bit extra hash for a very minor drop in efficiency. So I'm going to continue running this. 2 sticks is when we did really start to see this drop off here. 54 kilohash, 556 watts, 97.76 hash to watt ratio, and 1 stick was absolutely horrible at 14.3 kilohash for 414 watts, 34.58 of a hash to watt ratio, making a single stick not a good idea for Randomx. Now here's where things actually get interesting, and the question I wanted answered because I had no idea what it was. How does 2 epics in a dual system compete versus a single epic system? If we rewind this and go back a little bit, we can see here that the single epic is actually more efficient right across the board. 8 sticks was 142.559 hash to watt ratio versus 131 using the same settings here. 4 sticks was 140.45 versus 131, and we can see 2 sticks was 103 versus 97.7, and a single stick was 55 versus 34. So we are running more efficiently utilizing a single epic. Now depending on the pricing and everything, it was a little cheaper getting the dual epic because you didn't need 2 motherboards and so on, and so much extra RAM. So those are things to consider, as well as a bunch of density. But it is looking like the single epic 7742 system is quite a bit, well, not a massive amount, but it is a decent amount more efficient than running a dual system. There we go, guys. The results are in. The dual epic has been tested on Randomx. So let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if the numbers were what you were thinking they would be, or if you're thinking they'd be a lot better, maybe a lot worse. I want to know what you guys think about this rig right here. Thank you for checking out this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.